Oppo's had a good run with its photography-centric F series smartphones that debuted last year. Now, the company is introducing a new model, and this time the focus is on selfies. The F3 Plus is the first smartphone from the company to boast of dual front cameras, but is it really worth the high price? We find out. Oppo has always done well in the aesthetics department, and nothing's really changed here with the F3 Plus. The metal unibody feels sturdy, and the soft gold color is actually quite appealing. The company has tried something different with the antenna bands on the back, just for some visual differentiation from the competition. It feels quite heavy though at 185 grams and is not easily pocketable due to its 6-inch display. Thankfully, Oppo has at least managed to keep this phone slim. The Full HD resolution keeps images and text fairly sharp, and viewing angles are good. However, colors are oversaturated, and this is jarring at times. All the ports and buttons are where you'd expect them to be. It's a little disappointing to not have the newer Type-C connector. The F3 Plus is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 653 SoC and has 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. The latter can be expanded using a micro SD card, but at the cost of a second SIM. Some notable omissions include FM radio and NFC, which might be a deal breaker for some. The fact that ColorOS 3.0 still uses Android Marshmallow rather than Nougat is a bit disappointing. However, you do get Google Assistant, and the custom skin looks polished and refined. Additional features like the theme store and motion gestures are similar to what we've seen in the past. One-handed mode also makes it possible to use the F3 Plus with a single hand. Performance is very good, and the phone has no trouble with multitasking and 3D games. There's also plenty of RAM to spare at any given time, and we never really felt it getting bogged down. The fingerprint sensor is quick at authenticating users, and like before, you can use it to lock files and apps. The F3 Plus's large screen is an advantage when it comes to video playback. Audio quality through the mono speaker isn't too bad either. The bundle headset sounds a bit tinny, but the direct audio enhancements helps a bit here. The Oppo F3 Plus's cameras are its main highlight, and we're pretty happy with the performance of both the front and the rear ones. The 16-megapixel rear camera has a wide f1.7 aperture, just like the Samsung Galaxy S7. While this helps reducing noise drastically, the quality of images is still far from the Galaxy S7 levels. Still, this phone is a definite step up from the F1 Plus. Focusing remains suitably quick no matter the lighting condition. Images taken in daylight exhibit very good detail and colors. The phone's post-processing tends to over-sharpen photos a bit, which is evident in macros, but you'll only notice this until you really zoom in. Video recording goes up to 4K and the quality is good, although we did encounter minor focus hunting issues. On the front of the F3 Plus, you get a 16-megapixel camera for regular selfies, as well as an 8-megapixel camera with a 120-degree wide-angle lens for group shots. We found it's best to leave the screen flash on auto, as it changes the intensity automatically depending on the ambient light. The wide-angle sensor introduces slight barrel distortion, and photos taken with it are more noisy in low light due to the narrow f2.4 aperture as opposed to the wider f2.0 aperture on the regular lens. The 4000 mAh battery lasted us through well over a full day of regular use. This phone also supports Oppo's BOOC Flash Charge Mini Standard for quickly topping up the battery. The Oppo F3 Plus is a solid proposition for someone looking at a high-performance smartphone which can also take good selfies. It's got all the right ingredients including stylish looks, a big sharp display, plenty of grunt under the hood, and a stellar battery life. On top of that, it also offers a good trio of cameras. The price might put some people off, but if Oppo can provide timely software updates, then the F3 Plus is actually not a bad choice. So thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more videos right here, and give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.